Back to Osage County now, where Dr. Dave Lalman, OSU Extension beef cattle specialist, is learning more about how they manage cattle on the Osage Nation Ranch.
We're here at the Osage Nation Ranch in the middle of Osage County, shipping yearling cattle to the feed yard. And you know, if you think about the big picture, the stocker industry has served the nation's food supply for a long time just by adding value to weaned calves. I'm here with Austin Holloway, who is the manager here at the Osage Nation Ranch. And Austin, we're really grateful that you'd let us come and interview you all today and watch and see the process. So if you don't mind, just tell us, what is the event here today and what led up to shipping these cattle?
We took these cattle in April, the 1st of April, and we keep them for 120 days, and then we ship them out, after 120 days.
I noticed you're doing most everything today on horseback. Your crew's using horses. Tell us about that. How often do you use the horses? Who's your cowboy crew? Is it just your group or other neighboring ranches? How's that work?
Yes, we're horseback pretty much almost every day in the summertime, and we have Buford ranches come and help us. We trade out a lot of help with them, spring, fall, and the shipping. And we go drag calves for them, and they come drag calves with us. So
kind of a combination of your help, people you hire by the day, and then also your neighbors coming.
Yes, sir.
To give you a hand. That's really cool. I noticed when we were out in the pasture gathering cattle, you used a drone for a few minutes. Tell us about that. How have you incorporated the drone in your cattle operation?
Well, there's only two of us that work here, and it speeds our process up a whole bunch.
Yeah. So what do you use it for?
We pull in to a pasture, looking for some steers or something. We count our steers and we're a bunch short. It's a 2,200 acre pasture. Instead of jumping our horse out and trotting around it, yeah, we can just fly that drone up, and you can find them. If something's wrong, then you can just go to them from there.
Okay, so you go straight to them instead of having to ride all over that 2,200 acre pasture. My opinion, Austin, and I imagine yours too, is we are in the middle of some of the best grass in the country in terms of cattle production and grazing performance. Tell us about how you manage this tremendous resource in terms of in the springtime, your burn program, and then also timing of grazing cattle and pulling them off, that kind of thing.
Our burn planning, we section the ranch up, and we burn about every 3 years in certain spots. Where we take our yearlings in, we burn that almost every year.
Okay.
And we go in and spray it. We want the best grass for the best gain.
Okay.
And we use the neighbors and everything to border our stuff to burn all that, and takes care of the ticks and things like that. So
the neighbors help you with your prescribed fire program.
Yes, sir.
And yeah, it's pretty well documented that program also reduces the tick pressure. So have you seen a lot of ticks on the cattle this year?
There's not been many, which we stay pretty busy about fogging our cattle and getting that part taken care of.
So Austin, we started at 5:30 this morning. It's 8:30 now, and we're pretty much finished. You got a few trucks to load still, but tell us about that. Why would we start so early in the day?
Well, we like to get started and beat the heat. The heat's the big factor. You got to moving cattle around and it starts getting hot. Just doesn't end well after that. So we try to just get up, get it around, and get it done in the morning.
Yeah.
And get them on their way to the feed yard.
Yeah. So the temperature's still comfortable out here right now, and those cattle are already on the trucks, already on the road, getting some airflow and so on. Austin, we have a lot of students in animal and food sciences at Oklahoma State University. Many of them aspire to a position like the one you have now, a ranch management position. Tell us a little bit about your experience. When did you start learning to manage cattle, handle cattle, ride horses and so on? Just tell us about your experience.
I started at a pretty young age. My dad, he works for Buford ranches, and I grew up on the ranch my whole life, and I graduated high school and started working for Buford's full time, and the opportunity came up for the Osage Nation and just to go to work here. And I've been here 9 years and just became the ranch manager.
Okay, so it took a while to work up.
Yes, sir.
Gather that experience and training, and yeah, that's really cool. Congratulations, that's quite an accomplishment.
Thank you.
So we're grateful that you would again let us come and talk to you today and video the process here on a real busy day, a real important day in terms of your annual business. And so thank you very much.
Yes, sir. Thank you guys.